are the 2 new houses added in the new Brookhaven update. Yeah, Brookhaven updated, and I showed all the secrets they hide and the new things that were added. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Brookhaven updates. That's right, Brookhaven updated and 2 new houses were added, 1 premium house and 1 free house. In addition, 3 new items were added, a console, a TV, and a lamp. Yeah, and let's just say I already had a spoiler about this. That's because the game's profile picture changed, and as we can see, a new house was actually added in the background. And a unique difference of this house that we can see is that on top of it there's a satellite dish. Yeah, that's already very different. I've never seen a satellite dish on a house here in Brookhaven. So let's go. Guys, let's test this new free house and see exactly what was added to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new house in Brookhaven. This here is my new house, and as you can see, it's a bit simpler, right, made of wood, but that's what makes it unique because everything here looks nicer. We can enter here through the back and see what's here. Even though it's my house, I still don't know what was added to it. The first thing we notice is a new balcony, and one thing that is missing here is the pool. Where did it go? Let me try clicking a button here and see if we can activate it. Apparently none of these buttons activates the pool. Alright, it seems this house doesn't have a pool, but let's see what's inside. So, starting with my living room, where there's my television and some books to read. As you notice, this house here is much simpler, and not only that, the television here is also very old. If we click it, it works like a normal television. And yes, it still has colors. Slightly older televisions were actually all black and white. Next to it, there's a very retro and old video game console, where we can grab this controller and play video games. But honestly, this would be way cooler if the television also worked with the video game, right? Just imagine playing Brookhaven inside Brookhaven itself. So keep watching the video because soon we'll also see the premium house that was added. And since the house's living room is already very old, back here we can also see a kitchen inspired by old times. We can see everything here is made of wood and very simple, exactly how houses used to be. Here there's this glass door that gives us access to the house's balcony. Leaving the kitchen and going to the left, we find the first bedroom. This bedroom is also very simple. It has a mirror and a lamp. This lamp was added in this new update because it didn't exist in Brookhaven. If we click it, it seems we can turn it off. For a moment, I thought we could change the color, but alright. We also can't forget the closet, and normally these Brookhaven closets always hide some secrets, right? This one is no different. So guys, this safe here was one of the easiest I've ever seen. It was very simple. I thought it would have a secret button or something like that, but actually it's just a false back. So now you know where this house's safe is. Leaving this bedroom, ahead there's another one. Actually, this would be a garage. So yes, you can store your cars right here. And going past the living room to the left, we find another bedroom, different from that boring one. This one is the kids' room. The kids' room is much more stylish. It has skate posters, cool stuff around here, and of course the video game can't be missing. There's also a television, a chair, and a desk to study or maybe read a newspaper, if you like. There's even a skateboard right here, and we can grab it with just one click. That's pretty different. I've never seen anything like that here. This is probably the closet. There are some shirts here, and apparently there are no secret passages. Leaving this bedroom and going a bit forward, we find the house's bathroom, and my god, I've never seen a green bathroom. I don't know. I think green is a very strange color for a bathroom. Usually white fits much better. Yeah, this bathroom here is very different. It has a shower and several things. Everything a bathroom needs. Yep, guys, that was the new house added in the update, but it doesn't stop there. That's because a new premium house was also added. Yes, to have this house, you need to have bought the premium game pass here in Brookhaven. This house isn't a simple house. It has 2 floors. But first, let's start with the lower part. This would be the entrance of the house with a staircase. And coming here to the right, we find the living room. Here, there's another television, right? Of course! And next to it, there's a kind of strange door. Where does this lead? Ah, now it makes sense. This here is the office. It's an office with a lamp and work stuff. Usually, the dad stays here in this place. And there are lots of books. Whoever stays here has to really like reading. And it doesn't stop there. Coming over here, we can access the garage, and unlike that garage, this one is much bigger. Here there are bicycles we can grab and ride around. There are dad's tools and even several interesting things. This house here is much more complete than the other one. Now, going to the opposite side of the house entrance, we can find the dining table. The dining table is very simple and normal. And then there's also the kitchen. Very normal like the other house we saw. But as you already noticed, it's also a retro house. Here things are much simpler. Everything is very wooden and different. And opening this glass door, we can notice this house is different from that free house. Here we have a place to play basketball. I just don't know where the ball is around here. I think the ball should be here, but it isn't. Well, we'll have to grab it from the backpack. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, in. straight pass. Maybe I'm not very good at this. I have a doubt. Can we activate the pool here? Oh, we can. Look, that basketball place turned into a pool for us. However, it's a very small pool. But of course, it's because this house is old and old houses had smaller pools. Going up these stairs, we get access to the treehouse where we can lie down and relax. The safe is also here in the treehouse. What? Who would be crazy enough to hide money inside a tree? I don't know. Right here, there's also a chest where we can put food. Walking a bit further, we can open this bedroom window and go to the upper part of the house. This place where we are is the children's bedroom, just like in the other house. It also has a television and a video game, but there are dirty clothes everywhere, newspaper on the floor. It's really messy here. Look, there's even a crooked drawing of a nude. Yeah, this is the kids' bedroom. Usually it's messy anyway. Leaving this bedroom, we can go to the office. There are more books here, and apparently there's no other secret passage, and there's a place to sit and look at the neighborhood. This house here is much more complete and has many more things than the other one. And the bathroom here isn't different either. The colors are also green. This color is very weird for a bathroom, my god, but it's not very different from the other bathroom. It's very similar. Going further ahead, there's another bedroom. I think it's also a child's bedroom, just for one person. And going to the right, we find another closet. Is there any secret passage here? Apparently not. It seems there actually is something up here on the roof, but apparently there's nothing secret around here. It's just an empty place. Let's go through the door and enter this other one. This seems to be the parents' bedroom. The parents' bedroom, as always, is much bigger. The bed is large too, and of course, it has the biggest closet with more space for clothes. Yeah, this here is very complete and cool. It's just missing a bathroom in the bedrooms, right? It would be much better. And it doesn't stop there. Besides this house having 2 floors, it also hides a third place where the secret things are. To get there, we need to come here into this living room and enter this door, and then we find a staircase that leads us to the basement. Yeah, here there's a place to wash your hands. There are also tables and chairs, like a cafeteria. And it doesn't stop there. There's also another room. This here would be the house's secret room, where there are lamp games and people stay here without bothering anyone. And of course, the washing machine. Look, I don't remember seeing a washing machine in the previous house. And finally, one last thing I hadn't seen in this house yet is that, as I said at the beginning of the video, because it's a very old house, it has a satellite dish. This serves to capture television channel signals. Since it's such an old house, it unfortunately still needs that. The slightly more modern houses here in Brookhaven, we can notice none of them have a satellite dish on top. Therefore, that house becomes unique here in Brookhaven. And of course, new items were also added, and in this case, they're props. Looking a bit deeper into the computers section, we can find the new television and also the retro video game. Yes, now we can place the retro video game wherever we want, and the old television too. As I said, it would be much better if this actually connected to the television. It would be genius. Imagine being able to play some random game here, a very old game. And the new items don't stop there, because lighting items were also added. In this case, this small lamp that you can place in your living room, which is very stylish. It's not just any lighting. Things that pass through it keep moving and passing through there, lighting the place more. I didn't test it, but maybe we could change its color, right? Look, let me click here and change the color. I don't know. To blue. Let's paint the other lamps I placed here too. And yes, guys, we can change the color of the lamp. And it's not only the lamp that changes color. The light it reflects also turns blue. So we can decorate any place here in Brookhaven. Guys, leave a like and subscribe here on the channel and comment what you thought about this new Brookhaven update, because I want to know. Guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join membership button and then I'll add you on Roblox.